Greetings, everyone. Greetings. I know I haven't counted the days and evenings. And when I came out the house and looked over here and just wanted to build my house right here so that I can have this view permanently. But as you know, the world changes. Yep, the world changes. The view that I'm having now, most of it existed while I was a child, but I never saw it in this way. As a child, I looked at the trees and the clouds. And the clouds were animals and pictures of people. And the trees were fruits that I could eat. Uh, Today, I still see the fruit on the trees now. And I still see the clouds. And when I see the clouds, like today, I can say, man, sunny day. I look around and I don't expect rain. So I see the world differently. It's across the top of on that side of the mountain over there where you see all the houses now, right along the edge before you reach the pinnacle, all that's a road that's going that way. And as a child, I crossed there to visit family with my dad's aunt, which was my great aunt, as we call it. In Jamaica, I think they call them grand aunt. But she was like in my grandmother's age group. My father's mother's sister. That's what it was. There were two of them. There are more than two, but the two I knew best. I saw them daily, and I can walk from one house to the other as I chose. That's the freedom you had what I had as a little 3, 4, 5 year old living in this community. And the one, two, three, four, 5 villages that connect each other. All the other little children around here had that freedom. Still do, but most of the time you see parents with them. Everybody watches for everybody. But as I was saying, the world changes. The world around us changes, and we change. Most of the time, we choose one. We say the world is changing, or we say we changed, but not both. We change because we either adjust or the environment destroys us. But there are times when we destroy the environment And it's a deliberate act. And since the mechanical age, even, well, and I'm not talking about the 1800s now, because the mechanical age began long ago. You can go back to the pyramids, I mean, 53 cycles ago. When I say cycle, I don't mean years. Our galaxy deals in cycles of 26,000 years. And people will say that we've reached the pinnacle of our existence today. That nothing that we have seen today existed before, which is a lie. You who live today are watching what happens, the cycles. One nation rise up, becomes powerful, and then when it thinks that it is the most powerful thing that ever existed in the universe, it seems like everything on the planet works against it to tear it down and break it up. You're seeing that with America. Most of us, my age group, saw it with England, France, Germany. But something that we don't look at carefully is that river that I started talking about a long time ago in Gambia, how people move from one place to another, or the cycle of life and people. You born in Africa, right? You're born in Africa, and you and your family moved to Europe, lived there 200, 300 years. And then one day circumstances in Europe forced the family back to Africa or to America, somewhere. But the cycle throughout those 26,000 years, you end up back in Africa. That's how the river flows. And the river changes, flow river changes. It doesn't stay the same. I can describe geology to you, but see, the river will be straight in one area at some time, and then suddenly it becomes what they call a bow. And then it curves around, meets the other side that it changed the course on. The same thing happens with the population. And you'll see it today. In what, probably about 1,000 years ago, 500 million, less than a billion people. Suddenly the earth has 8 billion. And now the population seems to be dying off. Almost, well, every country, it has began to happen in Africa right now, where Africans are having less children. And part of that is due to the African leadership going along with some of the suggestions for people like Bill Gates and the people that he worked for. And when I say Bill Gates worked for people, you have to go search that out and you'll see it for yourself. There are people who are chosen to do certain jobs. They build you up, give you the money. Warren Buffett didn't get this money by his own hard work. If he doesn't follow the prescription, that money will be gone in no time. You have black people too. Oprah Winfrey didn't get her money by accident. She didn't just create this great show that everybody was given, put in place so she have to carry out an agenda for people. The Earth population will, let's take Africa. You didn't just get Ebola by chance. Didn't just get AIDS by chance. What they're calling COVID-19 is not chance. But now the Earth population is falling. And one of the things that's been considered now is that by the time the rest of the world population fall to a level that is not replaceable, the African population would be almost 50% of the total population on Earth. Some people are saying the Earth population is going to fall to about 4 billion. No, it's not. Well, I shouldn't say no, it's not. Because right now, something is happening that can cause that. But in the normal cycle, 80% of the Earth population is going to disappear. And when the Earth cleans itself up, after the Earth cleans itself up, the population will stay and build a foundation. People's health will return, and then the population will begin to grow. This is not things that we learn in school. And, you know, even in most colleges and universities, you cannot learn all of this at one time. You'll become a geologist and you look at how the earth is built, and sometimes they don't even know how it is built, and they got PhDs and write books. Archaeologists, you know, they study what happened in the earth, you know, how the land changes, what trees grew, what people were there. And they lie to people because they want to hide the truth. And they passed on the lies to each generation that they teach. Write books about lies, complete fabrication. Just look at the books they wrote about Africa. Biologists do the same thing. Can't figure out that why Africa has so much power over the rest of the planet's population. Because it's genetics. And the genetics are built on something. You're not just, it's like a man on the planet. The genes in your body is not just a floating piece of material. It is made, it has its own heart, it has its own nervous system. Everything that a man has, that you see expressed in a man, is in that gene. But they have to try to suppress the knowledge. But that's what the education system is built for, to keep you from learning certain things and teach you what they want you to teach you. So for control, 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 control. You wouldn't go to work in a corporation if you were taught to build your own. And when I say taught, I don't mean you go to college and learn how to grow a business. That's still working for a corporation. But anyway, we're looking at changes on the planet now, and seeing that those who are in control seem to be the most ignorant of people. The issues that we have cannot be fixed if you watch these people. But beyond them, there's people, as it is now, as a group, there is a people who have that knowledge and will maintain it, keep it, until what you see happening now pass away. When the next cycle comes and begin to rebuild, then these people will going to provide the information that's needed. The earth is changing. And if we don't actively change with it, if you don't see earthquakes happening in a certain place and move, hurricanes prepare for, rain, flooding. If you stay in the flooding area, you'll be complaining and the flood's gonna come and wash you away while you're complaining. Adjustment. There's certain people who don't want to adjust, and the government works with them to try to control those who want to adjust. We are seeing that, I mean, right now in the government. European everywhere is fighting for its existence. More. The European everywhere is fighting for his existence, and the African everywhere, if they pay attention, they'll see the opportunities that are available to throw off the shackles and begin to rise. But you have their leaders now who refuse to let go of the wish that the European will somehow recover. And we will see what happened there. I mean, you will see it for yourself. You don't need me to tell you. You can see it now, clearly. From Venezuela last night to what Israel is trying to do in Somaliland and what UAE and all the rest of Arab states are trying to do across North Africa and to some extent West Africa too. But the African thinks himself as being a Muslim, and being a Muslim is a belief. And when the earth destroys people, it doesn't ask you if you're Muslim or not. It does not. It doesn't ask you if you're a Christian. It does not. It does destroy you. So if you say this is it and this is that, and you praise it, oh, your God destroys people because of this, and your God destroys. No, 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 no. All get destroyed. Remember what is, if you read the scripture and believe it, remember what was told to Moses? Stand back, let me destroy them all, and then use you to create a new people. See how confident that is? I will destroy everything and rebuild from new. That's what the earth does. It's what the universe does. When things get to a point where you put too much poison in the ground, guess what? That ground that you walk on, the poison gets into your foot, kills you, gets into your nose, what you breathe, what you drink, what you eat. Just walking on it kills you. Something else rises up in your place. And there have been several species of man on earth who reached the pinnacle of what you call success today and disappeared from the earth. This is our cycle. Before 2100, those people who live to see 2100, who were born just before, say, 1980s, will totally comprehend what has happened. It's like me seeing my time span. The span of my life, what I saw. Totally comprehend. But it's not only what I saw, but what I've been taught. It's like somebody walked me across the earth and walked me through events and showed me how they're tied together and how they work. and I'm standing in it, and I can see inside my head how it's all connected. It's like I can see a picture of a man's body, and I can see the nerve endings firing, controlling the muscles. I can see the information moving around the brain. We are not taught that. That's suppressed. In the average person, it's suppressed, deliberately suppressed. From the time you were born, what your parents teach you, what they were taught. And if you start coming to them with something that they don't know, I've heard my my aunt said, "Boy, you're going into the face of God because of questions that I ask." I'm 7 years old now, and asking questions adult can't or afraid to answer. It's only when I got to be an adult, what they call an adult, 14, was that adulthood in the Hebrew faith. Is you're adult. You know how to think and reason. And the question that I'm asking can't be answered by them. Because the fear I've heard in my lifetime, people say, if man was made to fly, he would have wings. Anyway, we change. Mm. One of the issues why we're in this period today is because the people who don't want change, they want to maintain their absolute power over everything, all life. And the earth, the universe is saying, nope, we're going to pound you to ashes. And they are not going to give up. They'd rather all of them die than change. And that's what you're seeing with the Caucasian. Never become a better person. Never accept that somebody else is capable, equal, or better than you. When you're under that rock, can't dig yourself out. Just prepare for the changes that you see coming. Venezuela is just another step in that direction. Have a great day wherever you are. Peace.